That's it. I'm sick of all this masterwork, social networking bullshit that's been going on in the movie industry right now. Nicolas Cage deserves better than that. Much, much better than that. I should know what I'm talking about. I bought myself a genuine Nicolas Cage movie in Family Video for $240. That's about a week's allowance. And I've been watching it for almost 2 years now. I can't. I can't. I can even start a bag of popcorn before my movie even starts now. Hollywood producers go through thousands of actors and go with the first take up to 1,000,000 times to produce some of the most mediocre movies known to mankind. Nicolas Cage is thrice as bizarre as Keanu Reeves and thrice as recognizable for that matter. Anything Keanu Reeves could act, Nicolas Cage could blow out of proportion better. I'm pretty sure Nicolas could easily ruin a perfectly good film with a simple, shitty one-liner. So what am I saying? Nicolas Cage is simply the most mediocre movie actor the world has ever seen, and thus requires better stats in the D20 system. Here's the stat block I propose for Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage, instantly downgrade your movie to B grade. Include no less than 5 awful one-liners. Must be co-starring with special effects. Now that seems a lot more representative of the destructive power of Nicolas Cage in real life, don't you think?
Damn.
TLDR, Nicolas Cage needs to do more power in D20. See my new stat block. Marines.
Best my ends. You just let your tongue get lazy.
That's it. I'm sick of all this heresy bullshit that's going on in the D20 system right now. Spes Marines deserves much more better than that. Much better than that. I should know what I'm talking about. I myself commissioned a genuine Spes from the Emperor for 30,000 Psyker souls. That's about $10. And have been practicing with it for almost 2 years now. I can even cut slabs of solid steel with my Spes Marine. The Spes Marine chapters spend years on working on a single Spes Marine White Scout and fold it up to 1,000,000 times to produce the finest Spes Marines known to mankind. Spes Marines are thrice as sharp as Chaos Marine and thrice as hard for that matter too. Anything a Chaos Marine can cut through, a Spes Marine can cut through better. I'm pretty sure that a Spes Marine can easily bisect a knight wearing full plate with a simple vertical slash. Ever wonder why medieval Europe never bothered conquering the Imperium? That's right, they're too scared to fight the disciplined specimen and their speech impediments.
Mostly the speech impediments.
Even in World War II, American soldiers targeted the men with specimens. First, because their killing power was feared and respected. So what am I saying? Specimens are simply the best sword that the world has ever seen, and thus requires better stats in the D20 system. Here's the stat block I propose for Specimens. One-handed exotic weapon, 1d12 damage, which is 19 to 24 times crit, plus 2 to hit and damage count as a masterwork. Two-handed exotic weapon, which is a 2d10 damage, which is 17 to 20 times for crit, plus 5 to hit and damage counts as masterwork. Now that all seems more representative of the cutting power of Spes Marines in real life, don't you think?
Yep.
I like how they're saying that the specimens are now sword.
Yeah. You just grab him by the leg and swing.
The Emperor is underpowered in 40k. That's it. I'm sick of all this all this dead psych bullshit that's going on in 40k right now. The Emperor deserves much better than that. Much better than that. I should know what I'm talking about. I myself commissioned a genuine Emperor on Terra for... Holy shit, is this 100 billion? Innocent souls. That's about $200. Holy shit.
You see, you just pulled numbers out of your ass.
Mine would only be worth $1. And have been practicing with it for almost 2 years now. I can even fry slabs of solid steel with my Emperor. Terran psychers spend millennia working on a single Emperor and died to 1,000,000 times to produce the finest leader known to mankind. The Emperor, as thrice as sharp as chaos and thrice as hard for that matter too. Anything a heretic can cut through, the Emperor could cut through better. I'm pretty sure the Emperor could easily annihilate a Chaos Lord wearing Terminator armor using only mind bullets. Ever wondered why Herlon never bothered conquering medieval Europe? That's right, they were too scared to fight the disciplined Emperor of Destruction. Even in the siege of Terra, Horus targeted the Emperor last because his killing power was feared and respected. So what am I saying? The Emperor are simply the best psyker that the world has ever seen, and thus require better stats in the 40k system. Here's the stat block I propose for the Emperor. The Emperor WS, I don't know.
Lots of numbers.
9001 BS7 S40 T40 W8 L5 A20 LD14 SV 2+ over 1. I don't know how to read these numbers. I'm sorry, guys. Eternal Warrior Mind War, the Horror Mind Bullets, Psychic Monstrosity, Power Hammer, and Invulnerable Save. Invulnerable.
He's invulnerable to any attack.
Invulnerable. They don't even spell it right either.
Nope. Who needs to?
That seems a lot more representative of the power of the Emperor in real life. Don't you think? TLDR, the God Emperor of mankind need to do more damage in 40k. See my new stat block. God damn it. That's it. I'm sick of all this masterwork clitoris bullshit that is going on in the D20 system right now. Penises deserve much better than that. Much better than that. I should know what I'm talking about. I commissioned a genuine penis from Dr. Obani for six.
Okay.
Is that 6 bill? For 6 billion mobium. That's about $20,000. That's a lot more than what the fucking innocent souls are worth.
Yeah.
And I've been practicing with.
He's been practicing
for almost 2 years now. I can even cut slabs of solid steel with my penis.
Oh damn.
White chromosomes spend 9 months working on a single penis and fold it up 1,000,000 times to reduce the finest sex organs known to mankind. Penises are at least 2 inches longer than most clitorises and thrice as hard for that matter too. Anything in clitoris can cut through, a penis can cut through better. I'm pretty sure a penis can easily bisect a knight wearing full plate with a simple cloth.
This will make the worst anime ever.
Ever wondered why the Amazons never bothered conquering America? That's right, they were too scared to fight the disciplined weeaboos and their penises of virginity. Even though Amazons target the men with the penises first because their raping power was feared and respected. So what am I saying? Penises are simply the best sex organ that the world has ever seen, and thus require better stats in the D20 system. Here's the stat block I propose for penises. One hand exotic weapon.
Exotic.
1d12 damage 19 to 20 times 4 crit plus 2 to hit, and damage counts as masterwork rape. Two-handed exotic weapon. 2d10 damage 17 to 20 times 4 crit plus 5 to hit, the damage counts as masterwork rape. Now that seems like a lot more representative of the fucking power of penises in real life, don't you think? TLDR, penises need to do a lot more damage in D20. See my new stat block. What the fuck? What the fuck was this? Objections are underpowered in Phoenix Wright. That's it. I'm sick of all this pointing out contradictions. Bullshit that's going on in the Ace Attorney games right now. Objections deserve much more better than that. Much better than that. I should know what I'm talking about. I'm a self-commissioned, a genuine paper attorney vaginalist for 0 yen. That's about $0. A genuine paper attorney's badge.
Yep.
And have been practicing with it for almost 2 years. So he's been pointing?
Yes.
Damn.
His penis. He's been pointing his penis.
I can even make hardened war veterans cry by showing them that they lied about the orientation of a lamp. American attorneys spent seconds working on a single objection and yell it up to a billion decibels to produce the finest legal screams known to mankind. Objections are thrice as dangerous as hold it, and thrice as rewarding for that matter too. Anything a hold it can reveal, an objection can prove better. I'm pretty sure an objection could easily disprove an elaborately planned murder frame up with a single piece of decisive evidence. What the fuck? This is too stupid. Ever wondered why the prosecution never bothers cross-examining the witnesses? That's right, they're too scared to argue with the disciplined defense attorneys and their objections of destruction. Even in the O.J. Simpson case, the prosecution targeted the defense attorneys who could yell better. First, because their legal power was feared and respected. So what am I saying? Objections are simply the best reason to point at people that the world has ever seen, and thus require better abilities in the Ace Attorney games. Here's the stat block I propose for objections. Wins case without any evidence. Prompts a real killer to immediately come forth and confess. Causes prosecution to flee to Germany / commit suicide. Now that seems a lot more representative of the legal power of the objections in real life, don't you? TLDR, objections need to do more in cases in Ace Attorney. See my new stat block. The fuck?
These are great.
That's it. I'm sick of all this a more elegant weapon of a civilized time bullshit that's going on in the D20 system right now. Lightsabers deserve much better than that. Much better than that. I should know what I'm talking about. I myself commissioned a genuine lightsaber on Ord Mantel for 2,400,000 Imperial credits. That's about $18. Sorry,
at the local drugstore.
and have been practicing with it for almost 2 years now. I can even cut slabs of solid steel with my lightsaber. Jedi Smiths spend years working on a single lightsaber and refocus the crystal up to 1,000,000 times to produce the finest blades known to man. Lightsabers are thrice as sharp as the... God damn it, I'm gonna get... Camonian vibroblades?
Yeah, let's just go with that. It's good enough.
And thrice as hard for that matter too. Anything a vibro sword can cut through, a lightsaber can cut through better. I'm pretty sure a lightsaber could easily bisect an Imperial officer wearing a fetching black uniform with a simple vertical slash. Ever wonder why the Empire never bothered conquering all known space? That's right, they were too scared to fight the disciplined Jedi and their lightsabers of destruction.
They've already killed.
Even in the Galactic Civil War, Imperial soldiers targeted the men with the lightsabers first because their killing power was feared and respected. So what am I saying? Lightsabers are simply the best sword that the world has ever seen, and thus require better stats in the D20 system. Here's the stat block I propose for lightsabers. One-handed, 1d12. The damage they do is 19 to 20 times 4 crit plus 2 to hit, and damage counts as masterwork. Two-handed is 2d10. Damage is 17 to 20 times 4 crit plus 5 to hit and damage, and it counts as a masterwork. Now that seems a lot more representative of the cutting power of lightsabers in real life, don't you think? TLDR, lights, what?
I wouldn't know. I've never seen a real lightsaber.
Neither have I. TLDR, lightsabers need to do more damage in D20. See my new stat. OOC. This one is technically true, as lightsabers are basically magically superhero plasma for some reason. No one knows how. The temperature of plasma is hot enough to cut through any type of metal, basically causing the metal to turn into their liquid form. He's right, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm sick of all this fate worse than death bullshit that's going on in the D20 system right now. Rape deserves much better than that. Much better than that. I should know what I'm talking about. I myself committed a genuine rape in Japan for 2,000 yen. That's about $5. And have been in prison for almost 2 years now. I can even rape a hole through steel.
God.
Japanese rapists spend years planning a single rape and visualize it to 1,000,000 times to produce the finest rapes known to mankind. Rapes are thrice as bad as regular murder, and thrice as hard for that matter too. Anything a murder can cause, a rape can cause better. I'm pretty sure a rape could easily cause a paladin wearing full plate to fall with a simple horizontal thrust. Ever wonder why medieval Europe never bothered conquering Japan? That's right, they were too scared to fight the samurai and their rape ticks of destruction. Even in World War II, American soldiers targeted men with the unzipped targeted men with the unzipped pants first because their raping power was feared and respected. So what I'm saying, so what am I saying? Rape is simply the worst thing that the world has ever seen, and thus requires better stats in the D20 system. Here's the stat block I propose for rape. Rape X 3d12 damage. No save. Victim is traumatized for the rest of his or her life. Now that seems a lot more representative of the traumatizing power of rape in real life, don't you think? TLDR, rape needs to do more damage in D20s. See my new stat block. That's it. I'm sick of all this masterwork toning down crap that's going on in Mass Effect 3 right now. Nerfs deserve much more better than that. Much better than that. I should know what I'm talking about. I myself commissioned a genuine nerf on the BioWare forums for 1,600,000 BSP. That's about $20,000.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what BSP are. I just know they're a type of points.
bullshit points.
He did it. And have been practicing with it for almost 2 months now. I can even cut through slabs of common sense with my nerves. Random people on the internet spend years bitching towards a single nerf. And about it up to a billion times to produce the finest dumbing down known to mankind. Nerfs are thrice as infuriating as buffs and thrice as frequent for that matter too. Anything a buff can screw up, a nerf can screw up through even better. I'm pretty sure a nerf could render an entire class irrelevant with a simple toning down of stats. You ever wonder why Dragon Age forums never bothered conquering the Mass Effect forums? That's right, they were too scared to fight the Bioware staff and their nerfs of destruction, even during the aftermath of the Dragon Age 2 scandals. Provocateurs. That's as best I'm gonna get, am I? Targeted the nerfs first because their annoyance power was feared and respected. So what am I saying? Nerfs are simply the best game balancing mechanic that the world has ever seen, and thus require better stats on the Mass Effect 3 forums. Here's the stat blocks I propose for nerfs. Remove all guns and powers. All classes fight with nerf bats. Now that seems a lot more representative of the power of nerfs in real life, don't you think?
Yes.
TLDR, nerfs do more damage in Mass Effect 3. See my new stat block.